What's up with it, guys? It's your boy Soul Baby, and I got a special guest with me, my beautiful, lovely wife. Introduce yourself, darling.
Hi, everyone. I'm Zola.
And we finna talk about this young Jeezy and his wife. What's her name?
Jeannie Mai.
Jeannie Mai. You know what I'm saying? Jeannie Mai, they get no divorce. And Jeezy, from what I hear, Jeezy is the one filing the divorce papers.
It's really sad.
Oh, wait. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. God dang, man. I thought they was inseparable. I ain't gonna lie though, they kind of don't look like a good couple. Like in the beginning, I didn't think, like they didn't really look like a good couple for real. I literally thought they was just doing that for Hollywood.
I agree.
Like for real. But apparently, from what I hear, I think it was some cheating allegations, which I don't know if it's true. There were also allegations that Jeezy had planned this months before he actually filed the divorce papers. There was allegations that maybe she's not really fit for marriage, or she didn't really want to get married. Maybe she just wanted a baby out the deal or something. I mean, it's all kind of things. I mean, what do you know about it?
So those of you that don't know a lot of background about Jeannie Mai, she was on The Real. She was like into fashion, like kind of like a fashion designer, kind of someone that works as an accent to celebrities. So Jeannie Mai was in a recent like marriage where she talked about in her first marriage that her husband was very adamant when he first met her of not having children. So they were married and together for maybe like 10 years or more, and they made a commitment and a stand to not have children. So she went through that marriage, and just like every other marriage, you guys know, you have ups and downs, you have issues, but that was the main issue for her first husband. So her divorce played out not only publicly, but also when she went back to The Real, she discussed and talked about why she really didn't want to be married. So it was a lot. In my perspective, I think that Jeannie Mai really doesn't want to be married. Like, it's very simple, very to the point.
Yeah, it sounds like she don't want to be married. I mean, honestly, in her first marriage, they agreed to not have kids. Like, that's one thing I want to highlight. Like, they agreed to not have kids in that marriage, but then she marries Jeezy and then she has a kid. So it's, I mean, what did you say yesterday? You was talking about, like, it sounds like maybe she just got with Jeezy to have a kid for some reason.
I really feel and believe that she got with Jeezy to just have a child, because you guys got to understand, women change their mind. Like, there's no woman on earth that is going to be okay with not giving birth, especially a woman that's never had a child before, never experienced a child. Even from my experiences, we have 4 children, and I've always wanted to be a mom. But I know for some women, you guys are going to, you could disagree, and that's fine. Some women, they do take a stance not to have children, but you're always going to have that in the back of your mind. You're going to see your friends have children. You're going to see your colleagues, people you grew up with, building their families, and you're going to feel indifferent about it. So I just felt like the whole thing of we are not having children stance was going to come to an end with Jeannie Mai in the beginning. And she also spoke of like her mom, Mama Mai. Those of you that watch The Real, you know her mom, you know her dynamic. Those of you that watch her YouTube channel, that was just like her background. Her mom wanted to be a grandmother. Jeannie never even talked about having kids until she met Jeezy. And Jeezy came like shortly after, like a couple or a year or so after her divorce was final from her first husband. So when she met Jeezy, she said that they were friends at first. They met. She even explained their experiences on the show, on The Real, that, she met Jeannie and he was a very nice man, and she think he was fine and all kind of stuff. But I think more so, I think her whole ultimate goal was to have a child. I really believe that, because again, women change their minds.
And baby fever is a real thing though, for real. Like, baby fever, people be like, man, man, I want to have a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Girls be like, oh, I just want a little baby.
It's like something you can't resist. Yeah. So I think that that's exactly what happened. I think that she got with Jeezy. According to all the reports that's going on, they've been married for 2 years. And they dated for a short time. Because I remember when Jeannie Mai was on The Real, and she spoke to her other co-host about their dating experience. She spoke of how, this is different for me, dating someone that's a celebrity, someone, that can close down a whole scene, a restaurant, that can pick me up in a helicopter. Like, those things to her was something that she never experienced. Mind y'all, her first husband was like a Southern regular guy. So she's not used to the glitz and glam except for her accomplishments and her accolades that she built for her own career. So I just think that that's what it was. She thought that she was going to be this power couple with Jeezy. And she also discussed about her anger management issues.
Yeah. I heard that. I heard she had like anger management problems. They kept saying that her mom was like very angry, and so she came out to be a very angry person, and nobody ever checked her about her anger. And so that might have been a recurring, repetitive factor in their relationship. Also, speaking on the fact that Jeezy and them, they have like what I heard was that they kept pushing their wedding off, and she didn't want to put a label on what they were at first. Like they was engaged for a very long time, like almost to the point to where people was like wondering when y'all gonna get married. You know what I'm saying? Because they was engaged for a long time. So she stated that she didn't want to put a label on it, in quotation. You know what I'm saying?
And she also talked about that on the show as well. She would identify Jeezy as her boo. Like every time she would say something, she'd be like, me and my new boo. Me and my new boo are doing this, and he showed me this weekend, and I had such a good time with my new boo. And she did do that because she also talked about self-reflecting of not going into the relationship as she was with her old marriage. So she did not want to be that same person. A lot of it played out on The Real. Like that was like, I think that's what a lot of people met Jeannie Mai. I don't think people know her from being like in the backgrounds and being like a celebrity's add-on to fashion and being a designer, So when The Real came out, she really started talking about her personal life, like on the show. So I think like, I really am sad to see that they broke up because I really thought that they were going to make it. She explained her marriage to Jeezy and the way that their families meshed together as a fairy tale. She really did. But I personally think there are women out there that are not ready to remarry, and they get married to the first nicest person that they see, and then it becomes an issue when you start really having issues that you haven't worked out from an individual perspective. So I feel like she didn't give herself time to heal. I also feel like the main factor was having a child, because again, she talked about it on The Real that she wanted a child at some point. She's really started to change and grow and get older. I think she started reaching her 40s, and she wanted to have a kid. Like if you guys go back and watch how she explained her divorce, how she explained how they became on odds, all of it was surrounding a child. Yeah. None of it was, of course they probably have their own problems, but none of what she explained to the public was, we have problems, there's infidelity. None of that was that type of situation. It came down to one factor. He wants to be adamant about me not having a child, and I want a child. I'm getting older, she would explain it that way. So again, women change their mind. So I don't believe that there's one woman out there that feels like, oh, I'm not gonna have kids, at all. You're gonna feel that way for a moment, but when you start surrounding yourself with children, you see how you are as a nurturer, that changes for a woman. That's like our woman intuition. Yeah. That changes. So I thought I was gonna be a rich auntie, and I became a rich mama. So
no,
that
for
just
real.
changes.
But I'm gonna say this. I want to say this. I don't believe in. Me personally, I don't believe in divorce. I don't believe in divorce at all. So like, I believe the person you choose. I believe y'all should work it out. However, whether it's marriage counseling, individual counseling, whatever type of avenue that y'all have to work things out, I think y'all should just work things out. If y'all want to if y'all decide, let's start having threesomes to spice things up. Let's get some sex toys in here. Let's do some, what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I really believe that you should work things out, especially when you have children. Once you start having children with each other, I don't believe in divorce at all whatsoever. Okay, I believe that before y'all had children, divorce may be an option, but still, once you have children, I don't believe in divorce. So, but what I do want to highlight is Jeezy's upbringing and as far as he came, I want to highlight the accolades and things that he has come such a far way.
Yes.
He's come a far distance from his past. The beefs and the hood activities and the shenanigans. You know what I mean? And he's really built himself up to be a very stand-up guy, very very intelligent guy, very no nonsense type of guy. He's built a portfolio of businesses and things of that nature. And I mean he showed growth when he did the versus battle with Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane was dissing him, played the old song of him and apparently Jeezy and Gucci was beefing at one point, and Jeezy allegedly sent a guy to snatch Gucci Mane's chain and do harm to Gucci Mane, and Gucci Mane ultimately ended that guy's life. And at the versus battle, he played the diss song. Gucci Mane played the diss song that he had for Jeezy back then, and Jeezy never responded to it. He responded in a very intelligent way, and so I was proud of that growth. You could tell he has grown. And so the girl Jeannie Mai, I heard of her when she was on The View and The Real or whatever. But yeah, the Real, and that was it. I never heard of her before that. Never knew who she was. But apparently, all I know about her is that she has businesses, multiple businesses. She's a fashion person, guru. Kind of person.
She works as an accent to celebrities. So she's worked before where she was like a stylist. She works with decor and things of that nature. Prior to getting her being a co-host on The Real. I think that they saw her as like a personality person before The Real, and that's how she became Jeannie Mai on The Real.
Now we got to throw some controversy in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw my opinion. I believe that Jeannie Mai got a bad attitude, like they said. I think she just go around talking crazy, and nobody can stop her. She stomps around the house like she a big bad wolf or something. And I, as far as Jeezy, I feel like he's just trying to get away from all of the hood shenanigans and things of that nature. He's been working on himself. I honestly believe that. I don't know. It's a rumor out there that she's actually displayed like racism. Like she's displayed, like she was saying, I like my dark meat on the side, but I like my white boys. So a lot of people think
she said that while she was married to her first husband. Yeah. So that's why it was very shocking to people.
Yeah. So I think people took that and was like, oh, that must be something racist. Me personally, I don't think it's racist. I don't think that statement was racist, and I don't think she's racist per se. I think that racism is it's one of those stigmas. It's like a made up thing. It's like people throw race in there to divide people, and so therefore they can basically divide and conquer. Right? That the elite people are throwing that race card so they can divide and conquer us. I don't believe in that racist crap. I believe that whatever happened in their relationship, It was obviously bad enough for them to get a divorce, for him to file divorce. Men don't normally file divorce. It's mostly women, I would say. Mostly women file divorce. Hell, look at Bill Gates. His wife filed for divorce, and she's essentially a billionaire, and he essentially basically put her there. Okay. So yeah, it's usually women, and so this is kind of, it's kind of weird. It's like, dang, did he? What? It almost makes you think, like, was this one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna beat you to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat you to the divorce papers. I'm gonna do it this time. Like, you know how like people get in fights and then they be like whoever calls the police first is the person that wins the battle. It's like, you're going to jail, I'm not going to jail because I call the police. It's like you try to beat each other to the phone type thing. But yeah, it's unfortunate that this happened, man. I wish the best for them and their child. That I hope that their child seeks healing and gets the healing that they need.
She's so cute.
Yeah,
I think they have a really good support system. Like, if I watch her YouTube channel. So she has a YouTube channel with her family, Mama Mai, her brother, them working out some things that they haven't talked about, real conversations that they've been having. And Jeannie Mai, she has a lot of things that she kind of holds grudges from her family, but the support system that comes together between her family and Jeezy's family is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful union for Monaco, their little baby. She's so cute. And so I think that their child would be absolutely, because she's blessed by so much support that she has on both sides. I also wish them the best. I'm just happy that for the first time on Beyonce's internet, that it's not a black man that is either, cheating on his wife or beating her or acting crazy. Yeah. For the first time, this black man said, I'm not going to accept that, and you got to go. Yeah. So I am with the whole Charlemagne movement of the black man don't cheat. So I was happy that Jeezy took a stance to really just show the type of respect that people see that he has now as an older, more wiser, person from being in the streets and, having this gangster mentality and image. So I thought that it was very refreshing to see that he is standing up for what he's not going to tolerate, which I think every person should do. Like, if you have somebody that has not worked out their issues, you have to hold them accountable. And if they're choosing not to change, we don't know that. He could have gave her many different reasons to change this situation. Ways. I don't think he's just a person that, no, I can't deal with you, type of thing. Even with infidelity, we see marriages all the time where people have infidelity and they work it out. So maybe this was just the nail in the coffin for him, where it was like, this is not fixable. So, well, I want to end it like this, man. I pray that they do work things out and they do end up getting back together and they end up working out all their differences. I do pray that, because I don't. Once again, like I said, I don't believe in divorce, especially when children is involved. So I pray that they, that they actually get everything worked out and they actually come back together and see that they actually love each other and that they want to complete their union and continue their legacy. The same way we did. I mean, me and my wife, we've had our differences, but we came back together and we decided to work things out, and we're going to continue our legacy. So you got to be a strong person to endure some things and say to yourself, do I want this marriage to work? Do I want to continue to building this life with this person? So I think it's all about sacrifice and not being selfish and just being able to see it from the other person's perspective. Like, what can I do that I can hold back on so that we're not fighting with each other, or we're not going there where we start bringing up the D word in our marriage. So I think it takes two people to really just be mature. Really. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Me and you. Anyway, I'm gonna end it on that note, man. It's your boy Soul Baby, man, and I appreciate y'all for sticking there with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Get down in the comments and tell us what y'all think, man. Tell us what y'all feeling about this, man. Do y'all want them to get back together? Do y'all want them to work it out? Do y'all not want them to work it out? Do y'all think that
that's do y'all believe in divorce? Do y'all not believe in divorce? Do y'all believe in respect and dignity? Do y'all believe in carrying the legacy? What do y'all think? What y'all comments? Get down in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe. And we out.